Good afternoon, dear students. Ruti, Saurav, Kamlakant, Asmita, Akanksha, Brishti, Aryant, Prem, Vaibhav, all of you, a very good afternoon. Harshal. Today we'll just discuss about the changes in syllabus, okay, pattern. So let's get started. So, dear students, as you can see here, nowadays there are the entire question paper has been divided into two parts. Okay, part A will comprise of all the multiple choice questions and objective type questions. Okay, part A will comprise of all the multiple choice questions and objective type questions. Understood? And part B will comprise of subjective questions. Subjective questions means questions whose marks start from 2 till 5. Okay, 5 or 6 according to your subject. So part B in the context of English, part B will consist of questions with 2 marks up to 5 marks. Okay, and part A will be all MCQ and objective type questions. So this is how the question paper has been divided in two parts, part A and part B. Okay, so good morning, Parimal, Shreya. Hopefully, you are able to hear me properly. So, this is what has changed in the question paper. Okay, in the pattern of questions, also there are some changes. So, let me introduce you to the changes so that you can prepare yourself accordingly. In your terminal and examination, that is in your annual examination, you shall have the same pattern of questions as given in the syllabus. Therefore, from now onwards, you've got to practice this pattern so as to get used to this very pattern. So, dear students, and one more thing, none of you are paying attention to, dear students. Remember, you are not doing ASL activities. I have sent you link several times, but none of you have sent me back the answers. ASL will consist of 20 marks. Listening and speaking will consist of 20 marks. So if you want to lose out on 20 marks, in that case, you can stay relaxed. But if you want to score 20 out of 20 or at least 17 or 18 out of 20, then you've got to do the work whatever I give you, and also submit me the work, because if I do not listen to what you say, if I do not do not get the English notebook where you have done your task, I cannot evaluate you properly and give you feedback. Therefore, it is very important that you submit me all the ASL activities so that I am able to give you some feedback. This is very important. Henceforth, whatever ASL activities I shall assign you, you please submit me back in Google Classroom as well as on my website. I shall send you the link of submission. Okay, so do not take the ASL activities lightly, because ASL activities comprise of 20 marks. So if you want to score high marks in English, you've got to pay really very good attention to ASL activities as well. You've got to do it and show me the task. Okay, so let's continue. As I told you, part A will comprise of all the multiple choice questions and objective type questions, and part B will consist of all the subjective type questions starting from 2 marks till 5 marks. Okay, understood? Now you see, in part A, first question is as usual reading comprehension, but reading comprehension of 20 marks, remember. Okay, there will be 2 reading comprehensions, and 2 will be first 2 reading passages will be of different topics. Okay, the first reading comprehension will be based on discursive passage. Discursive means which can provoke discussion. Okay, which can provoke discussion of 400 to 450 words. It's not so easy, because multiple choice questions, they are not giving you based on direct answer from the passage. Okay, you may not get the direct answer in the passage. Okay, so you need to think about it. The questions will be all based on your understanding and application part. Therefore you need to practice this type of questions before the examination. At least 10 to 20 passages you need to practice to be able to get used to the pattern. Otherwise, in the examination, in the test, you shall take a lot of time. Okay, because the answers of which till now whatever you have written, the answers are given in the passage, but in the final examination you shall not find all the answers in the passage. The answers are there, but they are hidden. They are somehow, the questions will be tricky, so that you need to rack your brain to sort of find out the answer. Therefore you need to practice this pattern very very seriously. So first question will comprise of a reading comprehension of 400 to 450 words. Second question will also comprise of a passage of but this passage will consist of case based factual passage. Case based means a real life incidents based passage will be given to you, a research based passage will be given to you, or a survey based passage will be given to you. Understood? A topic which will be based on survey or research. Understood? That is what is called case based factual study. For example, in the state of Maharashtra, what is the present state of coronavirus? How many are infected? How many are recovered? How many are still recovering? So this sort of passage which deals with some research and survey and experiments, they are called case based factual passage, and they are of course factual. They deals with facts, and this sort of passage is called case based factual passage. So you shall have, and the second passage, but the length is 200 to 250 words, unlike the first passage for where you have 400 to 450 words. Okay, so here also you'll get 10 questions. Okay, 10 multiple choice questions. In the first passage also you shall get 10 multiple choice questions. Understood? So the question number 1 and question number 2 will together consist of 20 marks, 10 and 20 marks. Okay, total length of the passage 600 to 700 words. Okay, so okay, so now let's switch on to the next part, that is called um, multiple choice next part. Okay, so what is the multiple choice next part? You shall have multiple choice next means reading you have completed, and then you will get grammar and literature also. So they have given literature first here. Let us see literature section. Also you shall have multiple choice question. There will be 2 extracts. Okay, there will be 2 extracts, and you shall get from each extract 5 multiple choice questions. Okay, so there are like passage, like the reading comprehension. Here also in literature you shall have 2 multiple choice based extracts. Okay, in fact there will be 4, because each question will have 2 extracts, so you've got to answer only 1 extract out of the 2. So the 2 to 4, you'll have 4 extracts, out of which you've got to answer 2 extracts containing 5 multiple choice questions. So here 10 marks you can see. Okay, and then we shall move on to the grammar multiple choice question. You see here, dear students, in grammar also you shall have 10 multiple choice questions out of 12. So there is a total of 12 multiple choice questions, out of which 10 multiple choice questions will be given, will have to be answered by you, and questions shall be based on tenses, models, subject verb agreement, reporter speech, and determiners. Okay, and deleted part, as you can see here, passive voice is not required. Clauses, noun, adverb clause, condition, time, relative, prepositions, these are not required. Okay, these are not required. So required are these only: tenses, models, subject verb concord or agreement, reporter speech, commands and requests, statements, questions, and determinants. These are some of the topics which we shall take up. We have finished tenses, we have finished subject verb agreement. We have to continue with models, reported speech, and determiners. These three topics we shall take up after we finish our literature lessons. We are left with hardly 2 or 3 lessons that we will finish up first, and then we shall continue with our grammar syllabus. Okay. So, dear students, that's about section A or part A. As I told you, part A comprises of all the multiple choice questions and 1 mark questions. Understood? But in your case, there is no 1 mark. In your case, in the context of English, it is all multiple choice questions. So how many multiple choice questions out of 80-mark paper? There are 40 multiple choice questions. Okay, therefore 40 marks. You can see here, dear students, 20 marks from reading comprehension, then you have from literature 10 marks, and from grammar 10 marks. Okay, in grammar you will have 10 questions of 1 mark each, and all 10 questions are in multiple choice. So you are having 40-mark MCQ. Okay, in English you have 40 marks MCQ. See, 20, then 30, literature 10, grammar 10, and reading 20. So you shall have 40 MCQ type questions out of 80 in your English paper in the final examination. Okay. Then let us go to part B. So dear students, part B, as you can see in front of you, part B consists of or comprises all the subjective type questions. Subjective means what, dear students? Subjective means 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark, 5 mark, 6 marks. These are called subjective type questions. Okay, and objective type means 1 mark, half mark, 1 mark. All these are called, but there is no half mark nowadays. So 1 mark. Objective type questions consist of 1 mark. Subjective type questions consist of 2 marks, 3 marks, 4 marks, 5 marks. In the context of English, starting from 2 and ending in 5 marks. Okay, so subjective type starts from writing task. See, writing 10 marks. Okay, 15 marks, total of 15 marks in writing. No, sorry, 10 marks. 5 marks is descriptive paragraph or diary entry. Okay, you shall have choice one after 2 questions, means you shall either be given a descriptive paragraph, like this time you wrote about COVID-19. So likewise there will be a paragraph writing or a diary entry. You've got to answer any one of these 2 topics. Okay, and the word limit is 100 to 120 words, and your marks will be 5 marks. Understood? And the second question in writing skill will be writing a story. Okay, the second question in the writing skill is writing a story, the word limit of which is 100 to 120 words. Okay, so what is the mark is 5 marks, only 5 marks. So don't worry, you've got to write only 1 page story. Okay, it's very short story you've got to write. Okay, so what is your topic for writing skill? Number 1 is paragraph writing, number 2 is diary writing, and number 3 is story writing. Okay, these three topics you've got to study. Okay, which topics are deleted? Deleted topics are letter on a situation, descriptive paragraph on a place or event. Okay, on a place or event, descriptive paragraph has been deleted. Okay, um, on a place or event is deleted, but on a person is there. Okay, on a person is there. So person means it could be about Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, or it could be about any personality. Okay, great personality. Okay, so writing a descriptive paragraph on a person. Okay, might be biographical information will be given. Okay, and you have to write about a person. Okay, so that is there, and diary entry is there. If you are not comfortable here, you can always opt for this diary entry. Okay, and writing a story is compulsory, dear students. 1 out of 2 questions two clues will be given. Whichever clue you think is something you can answer, you can write. Okay, write a story. So next is our literature part. As you can see here, literature part 30 marks. My goodness, see, literature consists of 30 marks, and here writing consists of 10 marks, so 40 marks total. So in literature you shall have 4 out of 6 short answer type questions in 20-30 words of 2 marks each. Okay, that you are used to, of course, you are getting in the unit test also. PT1, PT2, I have given you these 2 mark questions. Now again 3 mark question you have to prepare. 3 mark question also same thing, only 4 out of 6 short answer type questions in 40 to 50 words. The 2 mark questions 20 to 30 words, but 3 mark questions 40 to 50 words you've got to answer. 4 out of 6 short questions. Okay, and first question is 4 out of 6 but 2 mark, and again 4 out of 6 but here 3 marks. Okay, and then there will be 2 long questions, 5 marks each. One is from beehive, long question from beehive, 5 marks, 100 to 120 words, and another long question from moments. Okay, so one from beehive, one from moment, long question of 5 marks you got to write in 100 to 120 words. Okay, um, situation or plot based question, and here it could be character sketch also, or it could be a theme based interpretation also. Okay, so that's all about and the syllabus pattern, dear students, and these are some of the lessons which are deleted by CBSE due to corona. See here, you can see here from beehive, lake isle is deleted, snake of and the mirror is deleted, dark and the kangaroo is deleted, Kathmandu deleted, slumber did my spirit is deleted. Okay, and moments, Ishoran and accidental tourist are deleted. So how many chapters are deleted, dear students? 7 chapters are total deleted. Okay, 5 chapters from beehive and 2 chapters from 2 chapters from moments. Okay, so that's all about the discussion. And see here, internal assessment, listening and speaking skill, 30 periods. See, dear students, assessment of listening and speaking skill for 5 marks. Okay, that is important. Guidelines for assessment of listening and speaking skills. Okay, so dear students, that's all about the syllabus discussion, the changed syllabus. So very quickly, let me recap for those of you who have joined me late. Listen, this time the syllabus comprises of 2 parts, part 1 and part 2, part A, part B. Part A comprises of all the multiple choice questions and objective type questions, but in your case, in the context of English in class 9 and 10, multiple choice questions, part A comprises of all multiple choice questions, and multiple choice questions, the marks for multiple choice questions are 40 out of 80 mark paper. 40 marks and 40 questions will be from in multiple choice questions format. Okay, then part 2 or part B comprises of all the subjective type questions. Subjective type questions means those questions which are 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 mark and 5 marks in the context of English. Okay, so in the subjective type questions, you shall get from writing skill and you shall get from literature skill. In writing skill you shall have 10 mark, total of 10 marks, and in literature you shall have a total of 30 marks. Okay, so 40 marks from subjective and 40 marks from objective, that is multiple choice questions. So that's all about the syllabus change. Okay, the syllabus structure, the changed syllabus structure, or you can say the is called rationalized. Okay, rationalized syllabus structure or changed syllabus structure of standard 9 English. So please join my next class so that I can I can finish my lessons quickly. Okay, I have 2 or 3 lessons left, which I shall finish from next class onwards. I shall start, and then I shall finish 1 or 2 topics left from grammar also, which I have just discussed with you from the syllabus. Okay, so dear students, that's all for today, and you please, I shall send you the link of the ASL task. So you please do it today, and send me later tonight, or hardly you can send me tomorrow morning also, no problem, but please do it today itself. I shall send you the link of the ASL task today. Okay. uh, Akanksha, yes, MCQs will be of 40 marks in English, 40 marks. Like reading skill will be of 20 marks, all MCQ, and then grammar will be of 10 marks, all MCQ, and literature there will be 2 extract questions of 5 marks each, and each extract question will, I mean, both the extracts will comprise of 10 marks. So reading 20 marks, grammar 10 marks, and literature 2 extracts 10 marks. So a total of 40 MCQ will come from your English, okay, from English, and another 40 will come from the subjective part. That is, as I told you, as I told you, dear students, writing will comprise of 10 marks, okay, writing 10, and literature 30. Writing 10, literature 30 is 40 marks total, and MCQ 40. So MCQ will be from reading, grammar, and literature extract questions. Okay, understood? So that's all about it, dear students. Whatever is left out, I shall start teaching you from Thursday onwards. So all of you, please join my class on time on Thursday, and I shall, whenever I shall send you the link, the name of the lesson will be mentioned, so that you can take the book ready in front of you. I shall write down in the description the name, in the link, the name of the lesson that I am going to start in the next class. Okay, dear students, bye bye, take care, and have a nice day. And please send me back the ASL task that I am going to send you. Okay, bye bye, take care.